Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. For my Hulu series, Mike Review Episode 2 Recap and Review, this one is titled Monster. Cus D'Amato, played by Harvey Keitel, discovers Mike at 13, gives him discipline, extremely honed skills, and an ego, transforming Mike into the youngest heavyweight champion of all time, but at what cost? Winning world championships, if you ask me, but of course there was a lot that went into that. Guys, I want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. I'm going to spoil this thing up, down, left, right, in, and out. As if you've already seen it, you have been warned. And also, guys, if you do like this review, please give me that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. If you do look on my channel right now, I do have my episode recap for number 1. There it is right there. And also I have my series review for episodes 1 through 5. So you can check that out right there on my channel. I would really appreciate it. And guys, I got to be honest with you. Like I said in my episode 1 recap, I was tripping. I really was tripping. I was critical of the first 3 episodes, but after watching it again, I did like it a bit more. Now, I do like episode 1 a bit more than episode 2. I don't know why, it just resonated with me more, but this one right here focuses on Harvey Keitel. This man been in the game of acting for 30, 40, 50 years, a long as time. I'm pretty sure everyone knows him. But also, we have BJ Minor, this gentleman right here. I have never heard of before, and I was not a fan of his performance the first time I watched it, but seeing him as a teenage Mike, I think this gentleman did do a great job, and so I just want to praise Mr. BJ Minor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm loving your performance. You did a great job. You did a great job. And that's just really how the episode starts. You know, this is how Mike Tyson is becoming the monster, as the title of this episode suggests. I really don't like calling him a monster, but that's how the world perceived him. That's how all of his family and friends and everybody, well, I don't want to say his friends, but pretty much everybody that wasn't in his immediate circle, perceived him to be a monster. But, you know, he's just as soft as a little cupcake on the inside and was turned rotten and did some questionable things. But, you know, this is what we get at the very beginning of his career. And one of the things I did like about it is when you see Mike Tyson, you just think that, like, he was being interviewed later on in this episode, actually towards the very end, just like, hey, did you just beat up everybody your whole entire life? He was like, no, I got beat up on a lot. And so that just really goes to show, like, how he was molded as a child that, you know, got him to the point to where he is now. You know, everybody thinks that he's just evil, a monster, but look, all he wants to do is eat some cookies. He wants to eat some cookies and please everybody. And I like this. BJ Minor and Harvey Keitel just like, look, man, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to get the Junior Olympics on and all this, and then the Olympics and heavyweight champion and all that. But they first have to get through Lorna May, his mom. And I don't have an image for her right now. But, of course, the lady, she did give a great performance. I talked about her in a second. But what was frustrating me was this. She was so upset that Harvey Keitel's character, Cus D'Amato, was coming to mold Mike and to give him this discipline and these own skills. And I'm not dragging her for this, that she was not able to do. I'm pretty sure she did the best job that she could. And I mean, like Mike said in episode 1, you know, her other kids were into the books and studying. Her brother became a surgeon. So she did a great job, you know, with her other 2 kids, but unfortunately she just was not able to have that connection with Mike. And it really did damage him. I mean, BJ Minor did a great job, like I said, acting and, you know, showing all the emotion on screen. And you really got to see that in this scene right here. And this is just sad. All he wanted was his mom to be, look at me, mom. I'm not a thief. I'm not a burglar. I'm not a robber. I'm not a fat fuck up with the list that's retarded like you thought I would. I am a local champ. 8-second KO in the Junior Olympics, wins gold. And all he wants her to do is give him a hug and say, I'm so proud of you, baby. That's all he wanted, was just some love. But she just like, no, you better keep on winning, because as soon as you stop winning, he not gonna want you no more. They're just gonna throw you out. And I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. Even going back to the very beginning of the episode where Cus brought her the chocolates, he's like, what is it? What do you want? What is in it for you, motherfucker? I'm like, this is my job. I'm a manager. I'm a trainer. Of course, it doesn't make any sense to me. He's not just doing this out the kindness of his heart. I mean, he is, but of course he's trying to get something out of it too. He's a trainer. He's trying he's trying to build up the best athletes that he can. I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. And I don't really understand that. Now, another thing is this, at the very beginning of the episode, she was saying like, okay, hey, do you want to go live with this man? And, you know, do you think he can do a better job than me? But then later on in the episode, when he trained under Cus for 3 years, when Camille, like the adoption papers, well, okay, excuse me. I just answered to myself. He was probably already staying with Cus, but there was no legal adoption. He adopted Mike when his mother died of cancer. I don't know why that slipped my mind, but I just thought about it right here. But that was just still kind of weird to me. But I do love this, that, you know, Mike is not cultured at all. He has no experience in life or whatever. And he has been under the wing of Cus to the point where he doesn't know what European butter is. He thought it was cheese and they're making fun of him. And that's just kind of sad right there, you know, not to be, you know, he's getting made fun of because he's a little ignorant, you know, like he's just not exposed to things. But, you know, hey, we got a little white savior coming in here right now. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, Cus, you know, Harvey Keitel is doing what he's supposed to do. And I liked it for the most part. I don't really have any complaints there. I mean, he was just on. I mean, if this is how it really went down in real life, I have no problems with this at all. But you guys let me know what you think. And you see right here, when he's in Indiana in that 2017 one-man show, it shows right here just how important Harvey Keitel was to him. He didn't know his father, you know, but this was the closest thing that he had to his father. And that's just one of the reasons why he was so good in his sport. I mean, they said later on in the episode that, you know, that's why he was knocking out people so fast in the first round, because he was afraid of disappointing Cus. Cus was giving him love, giving him attention, you know, giving him respect and all that. And he never had it before from anybody. From his friends, from his family, his mom. He was just, like I said, nothing but a fat fucker with the list that's retarded. And we go back to episode 1, we saw that man give the news to his mom, Lorna May, and that just killed her confidence in him. But now, Harvey Keitel's character, Cus, is the only person that sees something in him other than Bobby Stewart, you know, but Cus really took him over. And so he ate all that up. Of course, he's going to want to learn and be better and be the best there is. I don't blame him. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. And so I'm loving all this right here. Now, this was funny as hell to me. Where do you get the balls talking about, hey, he's 14 years old? And like, nah, man, get out of my gym. Okay, he's 18. And I was laughing. I wanted to say, get me out of here because I'm a kid. And I understand you never would see Mike Tyson that way. I mean, of course, I'm filming this in 2022. But I think I remember, I think it was either early this year in 2022 or 2021, there was something, an interview with Mike Tyson crying online. Now, there is nothing wrong with a man crying. You have crying and you have crybaby. You know, there's a difference. You know, it's okay for a man to cry, but in my opinion, it's not okay for a man to be a crybaby. There's nothing wrong with showing emotion. And then you just see Mike Tyson, man, just a wrecking ball through his whole entire career. I would have said 19, but this show right here, taking it back to 13 years old, just seemed like he just had no emotion, just a wrecking crew, train, like I said in my first episode, truck running over everything in his path. So to see him crying, it was just like beyond me. I was like, wow, I never expected to see Mike Tyson crying, to show emotion. And I'm loving the show so far because we are seeing the origin of that. We are seeing where it comes from. And yeah, these early years right here. And this is where he won his first fight. And it was funny. He was so happy, jumping up and down. He was scared, of course, talking about he has to go get something out the grocery store and all that. But he came back and won his first fight in the first round. And he's so happy. And Cus like, bro, okay, next is Junior Olympics. Don't seem so excited that you won. You know, you seem like you surprised. You know, I want you to be arrogant. And Mike Tyson was a little bit arrogant. But look at him. Look at BJ Minor acting. Great job, great job, great job, but I don't want you acting. Right on, I love it, I love it, I love it. So excited when you win a fight. I won't get bullied no more. Look at him, great job, great job. I'm loving every bit of that. But they go to the Junior Olympics and he wins, and of course, while he's winning all the fights, he's talking about all his friends back at home that are ending up dead. And that's crazy. Now, we go back to this right here. And it's, you know, I think that if his mother would have gave him what he wanted right here, he wouldn't have did any crime no more, because as he's leaving, you know, and before I even say that part, he's teaching me to be somebody. And if you go back and look at it, when he said that line, he was so afraid to talk to his mom that way. He's like, at least he's teaching me to be somebody. And he kind of looked away and looked down and looked around. I was like, man, acting is great right there. So big ups to BJ Mana right there. And then as he's trying to leave, opposite of what you ever did. And as he's trying to leave, she talking shit, talking about don't go rob no more houses. He coming back like, I don't do that shit no more. But right after that, he did go rob a house. He did go, look at his face. Look at his face. He did go right and talking about, look at the medal. I'm somebody. And she's an asshole. Like, it sucks that, mothers can be wrong sometimes, because even Cus said that later on after she died when Mike was mourning in the bed. But look at him. As he's leaving, she's like, I'm not a piece of shit anymore. He's like, don't be going to go rob no more houses. And then that's exactly what he does with his friend right here. They go rob a TV. But I do like that his friend right here recognized game. Like, bro, what are you doing here? I'm going to die here, bro. You got white people cheering for you, white people. And you want to go break into houses with me? This is stupid, man. Go make the white people happy, And back then, that was a big deal, But, of course, we're a little bit more woke than we are, 20, 30, 40 years ago. But I really did like this scene right here. And this was the last time Mike saw him. Last time. Got shot in the head. And that was it. 3 months after that. So that's just pretty sad right there that all of his friends are dying. And I like how they cut that into the edit right there. And now, BJ Minor, he's growing up. He don't look like a little boy no more. And unfortunately, that's when the mom dies of cancer and he don't have nothing. He said it's a 1-2 punch. His friend died 3 months after he hung out with him. And then his mom died right here. So he just going through it. So of course, he's going to be sad right here. And of course, this is what I was talking about earlier when Cus decided to adopt him with him and Camille. And so that's just nice right there that something good was able to come out of this. But now we got Trevante Rose stepping in for the titular role. And this man is looking swole as hell. But I like it. I mean, the man does have the physical presence to sell the job. And unfortunately, Mike did lose in the Olympic trials in '84 because of the judges. And his mom was wrong talking about, you better keep winning or they're going to cut you loose. They're going to get rid of you. But no, that lit a fire up under Mike's ass and Cus's ass to work even harder. And Mike said it himself, like, I felt bad. I felt like I disappointed Cus, and this is where Iron Mike was born. I didn't want to lose anymore. And I think he said he won the next. Yeah, I won every single fight for the next 6 years. I was going to say the next 6 fights, but he won every single fight for the next 6 years, just knocking people out because he didn't want to disappoint Cus. And I did get a good laugh out of this right here. They're trying to put the Bill Cosby sweaters on him, and Cus is like, F all that. I wanted him to be a monster. He's a scourge. And I thought I looked fly. And I really wasn't, again, feeling all the fourth wall breaks, but I am a bit more accepting of them now, watching this a second time. Great episode, great episode. But we got to work on Mike Tyson's game. He's good in the ring, but outside the ring, when it comes to women, he needs some work talking about, hey, do you want to fuck? Like, man, maybe, that'll work, a handful of times, you know what I'm saying? But that's generally not how it's going to go down, if that's literally the first thing you're saying. But hey, I could be wrong. I'm not a woman expert myself, but it was like, see, I had no game, Cus taught me how to win in the ring, but not in the ring with women. But it's sad. Cus is, about to die as well. And, he's just not in his corner no more. And this is where everything just starts to fall apart. I love you. You don't need me anymore. All that good stuff, take care of Camille. And it was just sad. And this is where he starts to be exploited. A week after Cus died, they already got him back in the ring, and they got this man fighting once every 2 weeks. That's unheard of. I mean, at least he's winning. I just wish he had somebody there to show him that he's being taken advantage of and he's being exploited. This dude talking about, man, his post-fight interviews are longer than the actual fights. And that's the Mike Tyson that I know, that I remember, and again, this is just kind of sad that he's getting used and abused like this, but it's not. And look at all the bodies. Look at all the bodies around the ring. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And this is the Iron Mike that we know and love. And I love this intro. And of course, I was talking about this earlier. Yeah. Fantastic, y'all. Fantastic, 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 fantastic. Wins the heavyweight championship. Dude can't get up. Yeah. And we're here, baby. We are here. This is the Mike Tyson we know. This is the Mike Tyson we love. And I like the origin story of it. I really, really do. Again, going into this, guys, I just wanted a slice of life of Mike Tyson that I've never seen before. And I feel like I got that out of these first 2 episodes. So you guys definitely let me know what you think as well. I'm curious if you're liking the show. If you're not liking the show, let me know down in the comment section below. Let's get this conversation going and keep it flowing. My guys, that is just my opinion, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please go ahead and give me that thumbs up and help me reach my next milestone of 50,000 subscribers. If you do subscribe to my channel, these are all the content that you're going to get right here. You're going to get some movie reviews, spoiler movie reviews, series reviews, a weekly movie news roundup show, interviews, Hulu, Mike Tyson, Disney Plus She-Hulk, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Rap Shit, P-Valley, reactions, all that good stuff. It's free. Just hit that subscribe button. But guys, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.